Angela Merkel and Emmanuel Macron have been warned against attempting to discuss the EU's post-Brexit trade agreement negotiations with Michel Barnier by the former Deputy Prime Minister of Belgium. Chris Peters told Sky News' Niall Patterson that Belgium could lose up to 40,000 jobs in a no-deal Brexit scenario. He added that the EU needs one clear negotiator and that the German Chancellor and President of France should not try and influence Mr. Barnier. Mr. Peters said, "I am against Brexit of course because I fear for the citizens in the UK and also the citizens and companies in Europe, certainly Belgium. It is a very bad solution. If there is a hard Brexit, more than 40,000 jobs are in danger in Belgium. A soft Brexit will also bring some negative effects to our companies and exporters. I hope that we find a solution and that we can work together in the future." Mr. Patterson asked, in terms of the pressures on the EU 27, it does seem like there is a growing tension between the French and the Germans on this. Mr. Peters said, "I think the 27 EU member states are sticking together and that is a good situation. Sometimes I think negotiators are trying to divide the European Union, but at the moment it is not the case. The EU must have one position, one negotiator, Michel Barnier, and one team to negotiate. They should not be trying to discuss with Angela Merkel or Emmanuel Macron. That is not a good situation." On Sunday, Boris Johnson and Ursula von der Leyen issued a joint statement outlining a further extension of trade talks between the UK and EU. Mr. Johnson and Ms. von der Leyen said, "We had a useful phone call this morning. We discussed the major unresolved topics. Our negotiating teams have been working day and night over recent days. And despite the exhaustion after almost a year of negotiations, despite the fact that deadlines have been missed over and over, we think it is responsible at this point to go the extra mile. We have accordingly mandated our negotiators to continue the talks and to see whether an agreement can even at this late stage be reached." Last week the UK's Prime Minister criticised the European Union for attempting to tie Britain's hands with the trade agreement.